So our next guest speaker is Mr. Vahid beheshti, Iranian-born British independent journalist, human rights activist, advocate, and director of Dor TV. Since 15 years, Vahid has been highlighting Iran's human rights violation and worked tirelessly on countering extremism. In the past 10 months, he went on a 72 days long hunger strike, starting February, campaigning outside the Foreign Office in London, and urging and asked UK government to prescribe the IRGC. He found great political backing and support from activists internationally and from Iran. 125 MPs supported his campaign and wrote a letter to the Foreign Affairs Office. Vahid has become a central figure in the movement to free the world of the terrorist activities and suppression by the IRGC. Ladies and gentlemen, please huge round for Mr. Vahid beheshti.
Thank you. Thank you to Gio, William, and the rest of the team for organizing such a very, very important event at this very crucial moment. This is not about Iran anymore. I think after October the 7th, the world witnessed and experienced what we have been trying so hard for past 16 years, and especially these 10 months, which we are camping in front of Foreign Office to communicate. In our meetings, majority of the politicians in here, in European Parliament, before Brexit and after Brexit, especially focused here, they thought we are exaggerating when we were describing the level of brutality and barbarism of these terrorist organization and its proxies. Because unfortunately, I am experiencing the lack of knowledge in whole Europe. People here, they're born in freedom and democracy with all these great values which I went 72 days hunger struck to protect them and preserve them. They're born in these great values and they do not understand the level of brutality of these terrorist organizations. In my speech last week in UK Parliament, I was quoting Hassan Nasrallah, the head of Hezbollah. It was 2 weeks ago when he was saying the existence of these terrorist organizations, we call them, but they call themselves resistance group. He said our existence, Hezbollah, Islamic Jihad, Hamas, Houthis and others, in the regions depending to Islamic Republic of Iran. When I said that, Dr. Leon Fox was next to me, the former defense minister of UK. He said what they are resisting, Vahid, actually. What they are resisting. And now I understand we need to educate ourselves before we come to the street and shout it from the river to the sea. I don't want to say the names. They are very clear about what they are resisting. And I said, we have to read the book of Hassan Banna or Sayyid Qutb, the founders of Muslim Brotherhoods, the foundation of Iranian regime, Islamic Jihad, Hezbollah, it's Muslim Brotherhood. They are very clear about what they are after, what they are resisting. This is what they are resisting, as I explained. They said, we have to destroy the order of modern world to be able to create our world based on ideology, Sharia law. And you see their ideology. You witnessed their ideology on October the 7th. This is what we are facing at this time. I said few places we are on the brink of catastrophe. They criticized me. Oh, Vahid, you are exaggerating. But I mean it. When I say we are on the brink of catastrophe, what do I mean by that? 3 weeks ago, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader of Iranian regime, gave the order of jihad against France, UK, USA, and Israel. He stated United States, Great Britain, Israel, and France standing against Islam. My friends, I am from that area. I have been here 25 years. And I have been very lucky that I am alive now talking to you guys. Few times I was nearly that close to death. But this short sentence gives religious authority to any Muslim to attack any civilians from these 4 countries. Surprise. 14 hours later, after Ali Khamenei in his speech gave this, about 3 o'clock, it was in the morning, because we are camping in front of Foreign Office in King's Charles Street in London. They poured red paint all over the Foreign Office building and the gate of number 10. Next day in my interviews with TV News, I-24 and other media, I said, this is not red paint. This is calling for war. This is a symbol of blood. What we have been trying so hard to communicate, now we are witnessing in the street of London. Look at the rise of anti-Semitism. 1,500%. We are going back 80 years ago, 1946, when Martin Muller, if I'm right, said this. When they came for the communists, I did not speak out because I was not the communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not the socialist. Then they came for social democrats, and I did not speak out because I was not a social democrat. Then they came for the Jews. This is 1946. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. When they came for me, it was no one left to speak out. We are in this situation. That's why I repeat this. We are on the brink of catastrophe. IRGC is a terrorist organization, as my great friend Dr. Fallah explained, is not limited to Iran. Their mission is to expand their ideology and export their revolution outside of Iran. This is what we are facing. This is not about supporting Israel and left Palestinians aside. I think today, as we Iranians, from 2009, because before 2009, they were mixing us with the government of Iran. From 2009, we paid a big price so far to tell the world we are different from this brutal, evil regime. I think today, the great responsibility of Palestinians to shout out they are not Hamas terrorists. This is the big responsibility of them. This is about protecting human rights. Palestinians and Israelis, they don't have a war between them. Go back in 1993, well, I think it's 1993, Oslo Peace Agreement. So they were exchanging students, they were traveling to each other's land. The problem is Hamas, the problem is Islamic Jihad, the problem is Hezbollah, and these are the arms of the octopus. If we want, I'm not saying peace in Middle East anymore. If we want global peace this time, we need to hit the head of octopus, Iranian regime, IRGC. And for that we need Iranian people. The army of more than 80 million Iranians who they are thirsty for democracy and freedom, and they are counting the seconds to overthrow this barbaric, evil regime. So we need them. We have to show them a sign that we are standing next to them. And the first step to prescribe IRGC and stop having wishful thinking. Thank you.